Okay, there we go. There we go. That's right here. Oh yeah, I did hear that. DLC Plus has just released like around 2 days ago, somewhere around June 30th, if I remember correctly. But wow. I think we'll just continue the story from here. So hold on. Whoops. Okay. Just did a bit here. Okay. So we'll return back. Game. And let's go. Use the skip button to fast forward through text already read. Okay. So wait, I thought I did this before. Or I just started. It ended at this part. So okay. What should I do? What should I do next? Okay, so we got Sayori, we got Natsuki, and we got Yui. Yeah, and it's raining outside. So what a way to actually play this beautiful game. So okay. Let's try to pick a word here. So let's see. Yeah, we're gonna pick words for a poem, aren't we? So okay. Vivacious. And then we have eager. And then we have precious. Okay. We have contamination. And then we have analysis. So, if I remember correctly, these words actually relate to the characters. So pick the words that can actually impress your favorite girl, if I remember correctly. So okay. Spice. Maybe I'll press Yumi. Let's try this. I think she is more towards the bombastic words. Oh, alright. Forgot to word on the audio. Sorry about that. Alright. So we got fickle. Disoriented. And then we got what's next? Vibrant. And then we got graveyard. Whirlwind. Heaven sent. I think we'll have to choose all the bombastic words in here. So okay, I guess it's fine. So raindrops. After image. There's even philosophy. We're actually thinking a lot about stuff inside the poem, questioning our own existence. So electricity, incongruent, effulgent, death, tragedy. What are these words? So I think I'll pick the most interesting word. So we'll do effulgent, and then we'll do vertigo, vitality. Let's just go dark and do suicide. And then we'll do misfortune. Wow, so misfortune impresses her. And we'll do Starscape. Alright. Another day passes, and it's time for the club meeting already. I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. Hi Kazuya. Yo, Sayori. Looks like you're in a good mood today. Hehehe. I'm just still not used to you being in the club, that's all. I see. That's a pretty simple thing to get you in a good mood. But I guess it's always the simple things with you anyway. Speaking of which, I'm kinda hungry. Well, that's the first thing we hear from Sayori. Will you come with me to buy a snack? No thanks. That's not like you at all. I have my reasons. Why don't we take a look at your purse, Sayori? Why that all of a sudden? No reason, really. I just wanted to look at it. Sayori nervously retrieves her coin purse. She fumbles with the latch and gets it open. Did I lower down the volume? Yeah. Then she turns it upside down and lets its contents spill on the desk. Only 2 small coins fall out. I knew it. So she doesn't have any money and asks me to pay it. I can see right through you, Sayori. That's not fair. How did you even know? It's simple. If you had enough money in the first place, you would have bought a snack before coming to the club room. So you're either not hungry and want an excuse to take a walk, or you plan to conveniently forget that you spent all your money so that I would lend you some. Yes, exactly. But there's one more thing. You're always hungry. And so that only leaves the one option. Wow. Childhood friends. Always a beautiful thing to see. I give up. Don't make me feel guilty. If you feel guilty, that means you deserve to feel guilty. Haha. Yuri suddenly giggles. So I'm gonna impress her and give her my poem first. I didn't notice that she was listening in. Her face is in her book as always. I wasn't listening or anything. It was just something in my book. Yuri, tell Kazuya to let me borrow some money. Don't get me involved like that, Sayori. You should only buy what you can responsibly afford. And frankly, after pulling a mischievous little stunt like that, your suffering is fair enough retribution. Okay, we got a bit shell shocked there. I didn't mean that. I got too absorbed in my book. No, she's pretty cute, you know. I really like when you speak your mind, Yuri. It doesn't happen much, but it's a fun side of you. There's no way you could think that. You were right though. I did something bad and now I have to accept the revolution. Why is she saying that she's like Marie Antoinette who's gonna accept the French Revolution? Okay, no, it's retribution. That still coming from you, Sayori. I guess there's a little devil inside all of us, isn't there? Don't let her fool you. Sayori knows exactly what she's doing. After all, she told you guys she was bringing me to the club before she even told me. But you wouldn't have come if it weren't for the cupcakes. So I had to trick Natsuki into making them. Come on, give me more credit than that, Sayori. Ouch. That is a painful sound. Yeah. Out of nowhere, something smacks Sayori in the face and tumbles onto the desk. Ow. What was... A cookie. Sure enough, it's a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. Sayori glances around. Is this a miracle? Miracle? It's because I paid my restitution. Retribution. Actually, that one almost worked. I was just gonna give it to you. But then I heard you blab about the cupcakes. It was totally worth seeing your reaction though. Natsuki? That's so nice of you. I'm so happy. Sayori hugs the cookie. Jeez, just eat it. Sayori rapidly tears open the wrapper and takes a big bite. So good. Sayori suddenly clasps her hands over her mouth. I bit my tongue. You're going through a lot over just one cookie. Natsuki takes a bite of her own cookie. Ah, yours looks really good too, Natsuki. Can I try it? Jeez. Beggars can't be choosers. But yours is chocolate. I think she's gonna eat all the cookies because she's hungry all the time. Ah, why do you think I gave you that one? Fine. Still, I'm really happy that you shared this one with me. Aw, they're cuddling each other. Aw, jeez. I get it. Cookie still in hand, Natsuki reaches up to nudge Sayori off her. Leans down and takes a bite out of Natsuki's cookie. Hey! Did you seriously just do that? Mouthful, Sayori trots away to safety. Yuri and I laugh as well. Jeez, you're such a kid sometimes, says the student, says the girl who actually likes cute words and simple poems. Monica, can you tell Sayori? Oh, where's Monica actually? She glances around. Monica isn't in the club room. Where's Monica anyway? Good question. Have you heard anything about her being late today? Not me. Yeah, I haven't either. That's a bit unusual. I hope she's okay. Of course she's okay. She probably just had something to do today. She's pretty popular after all. You don't think she has a what? Oh, okay. I wouldn't be surprised. She's probably more desirable than all of us combined. Whoa. When you put it that way, that actually sounds like she wants a lot of things. Excuse me? Suddenly the door swings open. Sorry, I'm super sorry. Ah, there you are. I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Monica chose the club over her boyfriend after all. You're so strong-willed. Boyfriend? What on earth are you talking about? Monica quizzically glances at me. Ah, never mind that. What held you up anyway? Well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I kinda just lost track of time. That makes no sense though. You would have heard the bell ring at least. I must not have heard it since I was practicing piano. That doesn't add up. But wait, what's study hall exactly? Piano? I wasn't aware you played music as well, Monica. I don't really. I kinda just started recently. I've always wanted to learn piano. That's so cool. You should play something for us, Monica. That's... Monica looks at me. Looks at me? Maybe once I get a little bit better, I will. Yay! That sounds cool. I'd also look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Kazuya. Well, now everyone is gonna be in board with her, so we'll just follow her plans. Monica smiles sweetly. I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. Don't worry. I've been practicing a whole lot recently, and I'd really love the chance to share once I'm ready. I see. In that case, best of luck. Thanks. So, I didn't miss anything, did I? No, not really. I choose to leave out Sayori's mischievous escapade. I'm sure Natsuki will end up complaining to her anyway. Everyone has already settled down, so we are back to normal. Sayori somehow already finished her entire cookie, Yuri is back to her book, and Natsuki disappeared into the closet. Hey Yuri. I suddenly noticed that Yuri is reading a different book from the one we've been reading together. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. No. I was kinda just waiting for you. If that's the case, why don't we go ahead and get started? Oh wait, I'm actually going straight into Yuri right now, right? Because of the words that I chose last night. Yes, let's. Actually, I have a request. Do you mind if I make some tea first? Not at all. Thanks very much. Thanks very much. Okay. If there's one thing I can make my reading time here any better, it's a nice cup of tea. Not to mention for yourself as well. So she goes to the closet. I follow at watch as she retrieves a small water pitcher from the shelf. The kind with the filter inside. Can you hold this for a second? Sure. Yuri hands me the water pitcher and also fetches an electric kettle. I'm going to plug this in at the teacher's desk, and then we'll go get some water. She walks past me and sets the kettle down on the teacher's desk. I simply watch her movements. To my surprise, the way she moves really contrasts her speaking mannerisms, especially because of her long legs. Yuri appears elegant and methodical. Okay, may I have the water pitcher? Thanks, I'll be right back. I might as well walk with you. She looks embarrassed. Yeah. Where are you two off to? Eh? Yuri was going to make some tea, so... it's like we're just going out together. The two of us. We're just filling the water pitcher. Okay. Sorry, I was just a bit curious. That's kind of a one-person job, isn't it? Ouch. Monica, please mind your own business for once. Or do you want to tell me there's something wrong with helping involve Kazuya in club activities? Uh-oh. 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 What's going on? I suppose there's nothing wrong with that. Then let's go, Kazuya. Yuri quickly exits the room, and I follow. Oh dear. No way. She suddenly puts her forehead against the wall. I spoke without thinking. How could I say something like that? Yuri? Something about the way she said that. It made me feel so irritated. So she is starting to feel the Doki Doki, isn't she? What's wrong with me? No, Yuri. I think you did the right thing. I wasn't expecting it, but it's also not right for Monica to judge people like that. Kazuya, how come even when I do something bad, you're being nice to me? Because nothing that you do is as bad as you make it seem in your head. Nobody's perfect. We have emotions, and we can't always hide them away. But you always amplify things in your head. Your mind turns a light rain shower into a hurricane. No. Wouldn't you hate me for something as terrible as that? Why would I hate you? I can't hate someone for having emotions. What kind of friend would do that? Friend, you say? Yuri lifts her head. Kazuya, I really like being friends with you. She looks like she's blushing, you know? Thanks, Yuri. I like being friends with you too. I feel kind of awkward saying something like that. But I'm doing my best to help Yuri feel better. Anyway, yeah. Shall we go? Yeah. Why does it sound like why does it feel like the pacing is getting much slower? To the nearest water fountain. Once we fill up the water pitcher, we return to the classroom. Kazuya, do you like oolong tea? Ah, yeah. Anything is fine. Very well. 200 degrees. Now it's time to get the teapot. You really do this properly, do you? Of course. I shouldn't do any less when I'm making tea for others. Even if I'm not an expert on tea or anything. Foo-foo. In that case, you'll only be even more impressed. Ah, perhaps I will. Fetches the teapot and begins measuring the tea leaves. To my surprise, she even starts humming a little to herself. You must be in a good mood now. Is that so? Is my mic? Oh, my mic is clipping. Hold on. Da. Yeah, my mic is clipping. Hold on. Testing, testing. 1, 2. 1, 2. I really should is there some sort of like buzzing sound that's happening on my stream? Hold on, I'll lower the volume. Alright, so there's another technical issue that includes my audio, but I think it'll be fine. So moving on, I was letting it show, and you noticed I was doing a bit of thinking. And I decided that I would try expressing myself a little bit more. It turns out it's not very hard for me to do. When it's you who's around anyway. Ah. That's great, Yuri. Just don't push yourself too much. You're always worrying me about me, Kazuya. It's very endearing. That's... Yuri wasn't kidding. I don't know if I can keep up with this. I watched Yuri pour a cup of tea for each of us. Kazuya, I have another request. Do you mind if we sit on the floor today? Sit on the floor? What? 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 What are you gonna do? Why is that? It's a little bit easier on my back. Well, usually if you read a book, you would usually end up moving your torso forward just to look at the words on the book. So no wonder I want to sit against the wall. I can read with my back against the wall rather than bending over at my desk. Ah, sorry, I didn't realize. No worries. I just have back pain fairly regularly, so I do my best to manage it. Is that so? I wonder why that is. It's most likely because your posture. Hunched over like that while reading. Yeah, that could be the case. Yes. I have terrible reading posture. So that's why we should sit on the floor. Fair enough. I'll go ahead and get the book. I retrieved the book from my bag. Ah, I have some chocolate as well. Might as well give it to her as well. It's a bag of small chocolate candies that I kept hidden from Sayori's candy radar. Thank goodness. If not, she would literally just do anything to get her paws on the candy. I take it since it'll go well with the tea. Yuri and I then sit against the wall, teacups at our sides. As if in sync, we assume the same reading position as last time, each holding one half of the book. Except this time, our bodies are even closer to each other. I can't see too well. Whoa. Yuri slides closer until our shoulders are touching. How am I supposed to focus on reading like this? Yuri was always kind of cute, but when she's being less apprehensive, it's almost more than I can handle. Your teacup. Hands me my teacup. Whoa. Her expression, it just looks like she's literally just going to be absorbed inside the book she's going to read. Holding it with my hand that's not holding the book, I end up in a position that makes it even harder to focus. Because now I need to worry about making sure I don't accidentally touch her chest. Okay. Meanwhile, Yuri hasn't noticed a single thing. She wears her intense reading expression, and I can only presume the world around her has faded away. I use all of my willpower to focus on reading. Oh boy. After a few minutes, I finally manage to relax a little. I put the teacup between my legs and fumble with the chocolate wrapper. Ah, sorry. I briefly let go of the book to finish opening the wrapper. You can have as much as you want. Ah, she's blushing again. Ooh. That's okay. I won't take any. Yeah, are you sure? Well, if I touch it, then it might get smudges on the pages. Yeah, fair point. Ah, you're right. So she keeps these books as some sort of, I don't know, maybe something pretty valuable, like diamonds. You don't want to smear diamonds. They still shine in the end, so I didn't even think about that. My bad. No need to apologize. I'll hold the book, okay? Are you sure? Of course. Wow, look at that anime. Look at those sprites. Those sprites look really nice. Yuri opens the book with both hands. She holds it so that I don't have any harder of a time reading from it. But as a result, her left arm is practically resting on top of my leg. Eh? Well, in that case, Yuri is already totally focused on reading again. I take a chocolate candy and pop it into my mouth. Then I take another chocolate and I hold it up to Yuri. She doesn't even look away from the book. She simply parts her lips as if the situation was completely natural. That's Yuri for you. But that means I can't stop here. I apprehensively place the chocolate in her mouth. What are you trying to do? Seriously, man, what are you actually trying to do? Just like that, Yuri closes her lips over it. Okay. Yuri's expression suddenly breaks. Did I just... Did she eat the chocolate? Kazuya. Sorry. I guess I shouldn't have done that. Ah, that's... Well... You were just helping. That's something that friends do. Right? Are you trying... Does friends actually just try their best to actually get the attention of each other? Like, wow. I mean, not really in this kind of context, but yeah, that's all it was. Yeah. Then you don't need to stop or anything. I see. This has made the situation much more awkward. Well done to yourself. This is why you don't date girls or date introverted girls or any girls in the first place. Yuri tries to return to the book, but I can tell just by her expression that even she can't focus now. My heart is pounding. I nervously take another chocolate between my fingers. But this time, Yuri's eyes meet mine. Uh-oh. This is why you don't find girlfriends. I'm actually quite scared. This is just turning to be awkward. How did it even come to this? Yuri doesn't avert her gaze. I notice her chest rising and falling to the rhythm of her breaths. Is she breathing heavily? I raise my arm. Like before, Yuri parts her lips. But it's different this time. I take the chocolate and place it in her mouth. Again. I feel her hot breath on my fingers. What is... Okay, thank goodness. That was... Oh boy. Okay, everyone. What? Yuri jolts back. It's time to share poems. Kazuya, you can help Yuri put away the tea stuff, right? Yeah, of course. Okay, thanks. We were just entranced in some sort of fantasy land. Oh boy. I'll take care of the cups. Yeah. Yuri picks up the teacups from the floor. I pick up the bag of chocolates. In the end, we hastily clean up without so much as a word between us. I get the feeling this is something neither of us will have the courage to bring up, or even remind of that ever again. So first, I'll show my poem to Yuri, obviously. Let's see what you've written for today. Yuri stares at the poem with a surprised expression on her face. Do you like it? Kazuya. This one might even be better than yesterday's. How do you even pick up on this so quickly? Just yesterday I was telling you the kind of techniques worth practicing. Maybe that's why. You did a good job explaining. Yes. That's what she did to me. I really wanted to try giving it more imagery. Even her hands appear sweaty. I'm not used to this. Used to what? I don't know. It's fine, take your time. Yuri breathes and collects her thoughts. I know that Yuri likes to think before she speaks, so I offer that patience to her. Yeah, just being appreciated like this, I guess. That probably sounds really stupid, but seeing someone motivated by my writing, it just makes me really happy. Are you saying that you've never shared your writing before? No wonder. Really? I don't believe it. I really only write for myself. And besides, people would just laugh at me. Do you really think that? Again, Yuri nods. Huh. Even your close friends? Does she even have any friends? Exactly. I wonder why. Anyway, do you want to share the poem you wrote today? Yeah, I do, if it's with you. The raccoon. Okay. It happened in the dead of night while I was slicing bread for a guilty snack. My attention was caught by the scuttering of a raccoon outside my window. That was, I believe, the first time I noticed my strange tendencies as an unordinary human. I gave the raccoon a piece of bread, my subconscious well aware of the consequences, well aware that a raccoon that is fed will always come back for more. The enticing beauty of my cutting knife was the symptom, the bread. My hungry curiosity, the raccoon. An urge? Okay. The moon increments its phase and reflects that much. Hold on. This is it, right? Okay. That much more light off my cutting knife. The very same light that glistens in the eyes of my raccoon friend. I slice the bread, fresh and soft. The raccoon becomes excited, or perhaps I'm merely projecting my emotions onto the newly satisfied animal. The raccoon has taken to following me. You could say that we've gotten used to each other. The raccoon becomes hungry more and more frequently, so my bread is always handy. Every time I brandish my cutting knife, the raccoon shows me its excitement. A rush of blood. Classic Pavlovian conditioning. I slice the bread, and I feed myself again. Whoa! Wait, this is raccoon, and then it follows the persona, and then the raccoon becomes hungry. No, wait. Hold on. Okay, so slicing bread, and then we should get, and then there's a raccoon, and then the persona gives the raccoon a slice of bread, and then eats it, and then it follows the persona, and then it just becomes hungry again. But in the end, I feed myself again. So what does this mean? Is this raccoon actually just a figment of imagination? kind of stating that this is just like a figment of her own imagination, or maybe we can explain that the persona is actually just lonely. Okay, interesting. Anyways, let's just go back. So that just literally explains Yuri herself, that she never shows it to her friends. I was a little more daring with this one than yesterday's. I can see that. It's a lot more metaphorical. Yeah, exactly. That word didn't come out of my head, sorry. I don't know if it's my fault, but I can't begin to imagine what this poem is about. That's right. It's a bit closer to my preferred writing style, using the poem as a canvas to express vivid imagery and conveying emotions through them. Ooh. Yeah, if I take it at face value, then I can't even figure out what it's supposed to mean. Well, I think it's something that different people can relate to in their own way. I wanted to express the way it feels for me to indulge in my more unusual hobbies. It's those sort of things I'm usually forced to keep to myself. So I sometimes enjoy writing about them. Why do you keep them to yourself? Because they're embarrassing. So it's pretty embarrassing, isn't it? But it's beautiful, actually. And people would make fun of me. Don't you have anything like that, Kazuya? Well, yeah, I guess I do. I feel like everyone has a little something like that. The best we can do is respect each other and our individualities. Okay? Even if it's difficult sometimes, and some things makes us uncomfortable. After all, if I hadn't learned to embrace my own weirdness, I would probably hate myself. I might be ranting a little bit now, but I'm glad that you're a good listener. You're good at a lot of things. Writing, listening. There really aren't many people like you, Kazuya. That's a lot of compliments. Okay. That's exaggerating a little bit. It's just how I feel. I never thought I would feel so comfortable sharing my writing. But now I almost feel like I look forward to it. It's just a really nice feeling. And you're to thank for that. It's nothing, really. Yuri smiled sincerely at me. For just a moment, her timidness seems to disappear. Okay, so maybe I should. Who else should I actually show? My poem might not be easy for either Natsuki or Sayori to understand, so I guess I'll go with Monica. Hi again, Kazuya. How's the writing going? Alright, I guess. I'll take that, as long as it's not going bad. I'm happy that you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece. I wouldn't count on that. You never know. Want to share what you wrote for today? Sure, here you go. I give my poem to Monica. Alright. This one's good. It feels like you're not only getting more comfortable with your style, but the imagery is better than the last one I read. Yeah, exactly. You've been finding inspiration in Yuri's writing style. I guess so. You can't deny that she's talented. Yeah, totally. I think her poems are the most romantic. Nah, it's not really. That's not really the word to describe it. It's more like you're reading a book, or it's not romantic. It's enticing. Okay, never mind. So that's the best way to describe it. She's like a totally different person when she picks up a pen. I noticed that too. Or when she's talking about literature, it's like a light turns on inside her. Sadly, it's hard to get much personal conversation out of her. Trust me, I've tried. Who knows what goes on in that head of hers? I hope you don't mean that in a bad way. No, of course not. I just meant that I wish she didn't keep so much to herself. But still, defending her like that, you must be pretty into her. Oh, ho, 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 ho. Oh boy. Eh? You completely misunderstood. Calm down, I'm kidding. Besides, I'm pretty sure she's already got a boyfriend. Wait, really? Yeah. What? Don't joke around like that, Monica. Oh my goodness. A fictional one? Well, technically, yeah, I guess so. I have a fictional waifu with me, so it's just pretty much the same thing. It's just a hunch, but there's not really anything wrong with that. Oh well, I know. I was just saying. But anyway, want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too. Alright, let's take a look. Save me. The colors, they won't stop. Well, I'm into her actually, Yuri. Hey, Pine! Welcome to the stream. Sorry, I didn't see you there. Hold on. So, anyways, save me. The colors, they won't stop. Bright, beautiful colors. Flashing, expanding, piercing. Red, green, blue. An endless cacophony, I hope I pronounced that right, of meaningless noise. The noise, it won't stop. Violent, grating waveforms. Squeaking, screeching, piercing. Sine, cosine, tangent. Like playing a chalkboard on a turntable. Like playing a vinyl on a pizza crust. An endless pole of meaningless. Eh? Load me? What? Load me? Okay. So does making a blank canvas counts as part of the poem? Okay. It's even more abstract than your last one, huh? I guess it's just the way I write. I'm sorry if you don't like it. No, I never said that. It's just the kind of thing I've never really seen before, I guess. I kinda like playing with my space on the paper. Choosing where and how to space your words can totally change the mood of the poem. It's almost like magic. The way I wrote lines really short makes it feel like they're trying to speak over the noise. I see. It's still hard for me to tell what it's about though. Sometimes asking what a poem is about isn't the right question. It can be as abstract as a physical expression of a feeling, or a conversation with the reader. So putting it that way, not every poem is about something. So it's not really about like poems is just parts of literature where you express your own thoughts, but it doesn't really have to be focused onto one kind of topic. But that really needs a lot of skill, and a lot of maybe some writing skills, I guess. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. You never know when you might change your mind, or when something unexpected may happen. Hold on, let me check the log again. Why do I feel like facing a difficult decision is kind of like some sort of reminder? What am I even talking about? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Okay, lads, let me get a sip of the drink. Okay. Hold on, eh? So, who's next? I think I'll show it to Natsuki instead. Well, I can admit it's better than the last one. It's nice to see that you're putting in some effort. That's good. But I still don't like this at all. It's trying too hard to be serious. What do you mean by that? Poems don't need to be all deep sounding to express something. It's going to just sound like you're forcing it unless you really don't suck at it. Yeah, she's got a point. Honestly, don't bother trying to write poems like this until you're on Yuri's level. Natsuki stops short all of a sudden. Don't tell me. What's going on? Eh? You're not just trying to impress Yuri, are you? Well... Apology, Natsuki. I'm literally going through the Yuri route right now, so okay. What are you talking about? And keep your voice down. You know Yuri would love this angsty. Just because he's the talented writer doesn't mean... I mean... Oh dear. Looks like I'm in trouble. What? Why does he have to be so incensed about this? I'm so done with you. Why? Take your stupid poems. If you wrote it for someone else, just don't show it to me. Oh my goodness. Wait, I thought Natsuki already dead in the first DLC. Oh wait. No, I don't think that is the. I don't think that. I don't think Natsuki actually. I don't know. I don't actually know. Hold on, if you wrote it for someone else, just don't show it to me. That was a big burn right there. Oh. Yeah, this is the first one. DDLC Plus, maybe somewhere in the near future. This is what I get for letting a younger girl step into my business. Why do you have to roast her like that? Oh my goodness. Unless I was a mind reader, I was destined to be in a world of pain from the start. At least Natsuki wasn't really the girl I was trying to impress in the first place. Oh dear. Well, there goes Natsuki, so Sayori. Ooh, I like this one, Kazuya. It has some nice feelings in it. Ah, I'm glad. Does that mean it's better than yesterday's? Let me think. Okay, that was a quick reaction. I guess I like them both. That's not very helpful, you know. Well, I'm not very good at figuring out if poems are good or bad. What did I press? But that's why I just go by my heart. If it makes me feel things, then it must be a good poem. I'm not sure that's exactly how it works. Then again, I guess conveying feelings is a pretty important part of this whole thing. Yeah, maybe. Honestly, I don't even know what kind of writing you like in the first place. Yeah. Me neither. Ugh. Why don't you at least try giving it some thought? You want to write something for me? That's so sweet. No, of course not. Yeah, right. But you're always thinking about other people. You need to think about yourself once in a while. If you don't, you might end up getting hurt at some point. Eh? Well, I don't really know what you mean, but I'll try to keep it in mind. Well, whatever. Anyway, let's see. I guess I like happy poems. Wait, sometimes I like sad poems too. Sometimes a little bit of both. There's a word for that, right? Is it bittersweet? What's the word I'm looking for? Yeah, bittersweet. Yeah. I like things that are happy and things that are sad. Happy and sad? That's odd. Like, okay. You can be either happy, you can be either sad. But what does it mean by you like both? Well, I like happy the most. But sometimes when you have a little rain cloud in your head, a sad poem can give the rain cloud a little hug and make a nice happy rainbow. A rainbow of emotions, I think. Sayori, that's unexpectedly poetic. It is? Maybe I'm getting better at expressing my feelings after all. Thanks, Kazuya. I should go write that down then. You can read my poem now, okay? Ooh, bottles. Bottles. The name is Bottles. I pop off my scalp like the lid of a cookie jar. It's the secret place where I keep all of my dreams. Little balls of sunshine all rubbing together like a bundle of kittens. A bundle of kittens, okay. I reach inside with my thumb and forefinger and pluck one out. It's warm and tingly, but there's no time to waste. I put it in a bottle to keep it safe. And I put the bottle on the shelf with all of the other bottles. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in bottles. Okay, happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in bottles, all in a row. My collection makes me lots of friends. Each bottle a starlight to make amends. Sometimes my friend feels a certain way. Down comes the bottle to save the day. Night after night, more dreams. Friend after friend, more bottles. Deeper and deeper my fingers go. Like exploring a dark cave, discovering the secrets hiding in the nooks and crannies. Digging and digging, scraping and scraping. I blow dust off my bottle caps. It doesn't feel like time elapsed. My empty shelf could use some more. My friends look through my locked front door. Finally, all done. I open up, and in come my friends. In they come, in such a hurry. Do they want my bottles that much? I frantically pull them from the shelf, one after the other, holding them out to each and every friend, each and every bottle. But every time I let one go, it shatters against the tile between my feet. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts, in shards all over the floor. They were supposed to be for my friends who aren't smiling. They're all shouting, pleading, something, but all I hear is echo, 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 inside my head. Wait, bottles? Okay. That is quite scary. That is quite odd because the ending is just a bit weird. Okay. Holy crap. Sayori, did you really write this? Of course I did. Didn't I tell you yesterday I was gonna write the best poem ever? Yeah, but I mean, I didn't expect something like this coming from you. Monica taught me a whole lot, and I've been really in touch with my feelings recently. Okay. I see that. It's almost kind of creepy. Creepy? Well, not exactly. Maybe because I'm so used to you being cheerful. Well, never mind. I'm thinking too hard about it. The point is, it came out good, so you should be proud of it. Aw, thanks. I feel like I was meant to express myself this way. Yeah, that is pretty odd. It even helps me understand my own feelings a little bit better. Writing is like magic. You've gotten pretty passionate about this, huh? I hope you keep it up. Yeah. Writing's the best. I'm gonna keep writing until I die. Don't get ahead of yourself. Sayori always had a habit of getting obsessed with something, being dropped before dropping it no more than a week later. I wonder if this is one of those times. What was that again? Before dropping it no more than a week later. But seeing the passion in her eyes makes it hard for me to be pessimistic. And we're done. We're all done reading each other's poems, right? I have something extra planned today, so if everyone could come and sit in front of the room. Is this about the festival? Well, sort of. Do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we can put together anything good in just a few days. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. That's a concern of mine as well. I didn't really do well with last-minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're going to keep it simple, okay? We won't need much more than a few decorations. Sayori has been working on posters, and I've designed some pamphlets we can give out during the event. Okay, that's great and all, but that doesn't tell us we're actually going to be doing for this event. Ah, sorry, I thought you heard about it already. We're going to be performing. Oh my goodness, what are we going to do? Performing? Monica? Yeah, we're going to have a poetry performance. What? Each of us are going to choose a poem to recite during the event. But the cool part is, we are also going to let anyone else come up and recite poems too. Sayori's putting it on all the posters in case anyone wants to prepare ahead of time. Ah, dear. Are you kidding me, Monica? You didn't already start putting those posters up, did you? Eh, well, I did. Oh boy. Well, no, it's not a bad idea. But I didn't sign up for this, you know. There's no way I'm going to be performing in front of a group of people like that. I agree with Natsuki, but I could never in my life do something like that. Imagining it, Yuri shakes her head in fear. Ah, both of you. Show some enthusiasm. You're gonna perform your good old poems, right? Guys. No, Sayori. I understand where they're coming from. Remember that Natsuki and Yuri have never shared the poems with anyone until just a couple days ago. It's a lot to ask for them to recite their poems out loud to a whole room full of people. I guess I kinda overlooked that. So, I'm sorry. But I still think we should give it our best. We're the only ones responsible for the fate of this club. If we start the event and each put on a good performance, then it will inspire others to do the same. And the more people who perform, the better we'll be able to show everyone what literature is all about. Yeah, it's about expressing your feelings, being intimate with yourself, finding new horizons, and having fun. That's right. And it's those reasons that we're all in this club today. Don't you want to share that with others? To inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place? I know you do. I know we all do. And if all it takes is standing in front of a room for 2 minutes and reciting a poem, then I know you can do it. Natsuki and Yuri remain silent. Sayori looks worried. I guess that leaves me no choice. I agree. I don't think it's too much to ask. I think that Sayori and Monica have been trying really hard to get new members. The least we can do is help them out a little bit. Well, maybe, but it looks like Natsuki doesn't have any arguments left. Okay, fine. I guess I'll just have to get it over with. Alright. Phew. Thanks, Natsuki. What about you, Yuri? Yuri dejectedly glances around at everyone else's expectant faces. Well, you got no choice. We're gonna bring in some new members. I guess I don't really have a choice. That's everyone. You're the best, Yuri. This club is seriously going to be the death of me. Oh gosh. You'll be fine, Yuri. But anyway, let's move on to the main event. I want each of you to choose a poem of yours. We're going to practice reciting them in front of each other. No way! Monica? This is too sudden. Well, if you can recite your poem in front of a club, how do you expect it to do it in front of strangers? Oh no. Don't worry. I'll start off to help everyone feel a little more comfortable. Can I go next? Of course. Now, let's see. Monica flips through her notebook to the specific poem she has in mind for herself. She then stands behind the podium. The title of this poem is The Way They Fly. And she starts reading the poem. Reciting a poem. Her clear, confident voice fills the room. More than that, her inflection is pristine. She knows exactly how to apply emotion behind each line she recites, bringing the words to life. Is this something she's done before, or she's simply a natural? I glance around. Everyone has their eyes on Monica. Sayori looks amazed. Yuri has an intense expression on her face that I don't understand. Finally, Monica finishes the recitation. The four of us applaud. Monica takes a breath and smiles. That was so good, Monica. Thank you very much. I was just hoping to set a good example. Are you ready to go next, Sayuri? I'll go next. Let's go! Best girl's gonna read the poem. Yeah! Wow, Yuri's fired up all of a sudden. Yuri clutches a sheet of paper between her hands and stands up. Keeping her head down, she walks quickly over to the podium. This poem is called Yuri anxiously glances at each of us. You can do it, Yuri. It's called After Image of a Crimson Eye. Shakes as Yuri's voice shakes as she starts reading the poem. Just a moment ago, she practically refused to do this. Why is she suddenly putting in so much effort? As Yuri gets past the first couple of lines, her voice changes. It's almost like what happens to Yuri gets absorbed into her books. Her quivering words transform into the sharp syllables of a fierce and confident woman. Ooh, good job, turning your personality around like that in front of a crowd. The poem is full of twists and turns in its structure that she enunciates with perfect timing. This must be a rare glimpse into the whirling fire Yuri keeps concealed inside her head. Suddenly, she's finished. Everyone is stunned. Yuri snaps back into reality and glances around her as if she's bewildered, even herself. It's up to me to save the situation. I'm in the first to start applauding. Everyone joins me afterward, and we give Yuri the recognition she deserved. It's not that we didn't want to applaud for her, but we were caught so off guard that we must have forgotten. As we applaud, Yuri holds the poem to her chest and rushes back to her seat. Yuri, that was really good. Yes, exactly. Thank you for sharing. Looks like Yuri is down for the count. Okay, I guess I'm next then. Hops out of her chair and cheerfully walks to the podium. This one is called My Meadow. Sorry, I giggled. Sayori? It's a lot harder than I thought. How did you guys do it so easily? Try not to think of it like you're reciting to other people. Imagine you're reciting it to yourself, like in front of a mirror or in your own head. It's your poem, so it'll come out the best that way. I see. Okay then. Sayori begins her poem. It feels like her soft voice was made as a perfect match. The poem isn't aimlessly cheery like Sayori is. It's serene and bittersweet. If I were to read this on paper, I probably wouldn't think much about it. But hearing it come from Sayori's voice almost gives it a whole new meaning. Maybe this is what Sayori meant when she said she likes my poems. It's like I get to reach more deeply into someone I thought I knew through and through. Sayori finishes and we applaud. I did it! Good job, Sayori. Even Kazuya liked it. I guess that's a good sign. What does that even mean? Came out nicely, Sayori. The atmosphere of the poem fits you pretty nicely, but it might be that the other poems would have worked quite well as with that kind of delivery. In other words, I've seen poems of yours where that sort of gentle delivery wouldn't work as well. You might need a little more force behind them depending on what you're reading. Oh, I know what you mean. Well, I've been practicing that kind of thing. It's just embarrassing to do it in front of everyone. Then next time I'm going to make you pick a poem that challenges you a little more. We don't have much time before the festival, you know. Okay. So lastly, Natsuki. Get in there. Get on stage. Eh? Natsuki? Don't make me go before Kazuya. It's not like I can compare to you guys anyway. Might as well let Kazuya lowers everyone's standards a little before I have to do it. Natsuki. It's fine. I might as well get it over with it. But it's not like I have much of a selection of what to read. I'll just have to go with what I wrote for today. Stand up and step in front of the podium. Everyone has their eyes on me, making me feel terribly awkward. Oh my goodness. Okay. Terribly awkward. I recite my poem. Since I'm not exactly confident in my own writing, it's hard to put energy into it. Despite that, once I finish, I receive applause anyway. Sorry, I'm not really as good as everyone else. Don't worry about it so much. I think it's less about your abilities and more about your lack of confidence in your writing. That's something that I'll improve over time though. Yeah, maybe. Alright then. That just leaves you, Natsuki. Yeah. I'm going. Natsuki begrudgingly gets out of her seat and makes her way to the podium. The poem is called... Why are y'all looking at me? Because you're presenting. Anyway, the poem is called Jump. Okay. Natsuki takes a breath. Once she starts reciting the poem, her sour attitude disappears a little. While she's still a little unenthused, her poem has a rhythm and rhyme to it. It's Natsuki's trademark style, and it works surprisingly well when spoken aloud. Exactly! Her poems that rhyme is just something that works when you're presenting on stage. It's kind of like candy to your ears, you know. The words feel like they bounce up and down as if giving life to the poem. Natsuki finishes and everyone applauds. She huffs back to her seat. That wasn't so bad, was it? Easy for you to say. You'd better not make me do that again. Ah, well. Do you at least feel prepared enough to recite a poem in front of other people? I mean, doing it in front of other people will be way easier. I can put it on whatever face I want for other people. When it's just my friends, it's just embarrassing. Okay, so Natsuki is like the opposite of Yuri, where if it's strangers, you'll do. If it's Natsuki, strangers, you can just do whatever you want with strangers. While that with your friends, it's embarrassing. Yuri is vice versa. On stage with strangers, she would be like pretty nervous, but just now was actually pretty good actually. But in friends, she can do it alright. That's a surprise, Natsuki. I think it would be the other way around for me. Well, that's just how it is, so... Well, I guess in that case, you won't have much to worry about for the festival. That said, I want to thank everyone for coming through. It might be hard, but I hope that you all have an idea of what it's like now. Make sure you pick a poem and get enough practice before the festival, okay? I'll be making pamphlets, so let me know ahead of time what you'll be reciting. Jeez. I should probably find some other poem to recite instead. That's fine too. Doesn't have to be your own. I'm already pleasantly surprised that you're putting in all this effort for the club. It makes me really happy. Ah yeah, no problem. Okay everyone, I think that's about it for today. And then the festival is coming up, but let's try to write poems for tomorrow as well. It's been working out really nicely so far, so I like to continue that. As for the festival, we'll finish planning tomorrow, and then we'll have the weekend to prepare. Monday's the big day. I can't wait. I can do this, I can do this. Alright. Let's stand up. So I'll be able to find the same enthusiasm as Sayuri and Monica, but I'll do my best to get through it. If it's for the sake of the club and impressing Monica, then I'll have to do my best. Let it go, Sayuri? Look at you two, always going home together like that. It's kind of adorable, isn't it? Jeez, guys. Don't make such a big deal out of it. Must be a little nice, though. Well, it's okay, Kazuya, you do not say it. Whatever, let's go already. I walk home with Sayori once more. Even though it's only been for a few days, a lot of things have already changed. But today, Sayori is being a little quieter than usual on the way home. Hey, Sayori. Sorry, I was spacing out. Ah, no wonder. I was thinking about something from earlier. I like how you get to... I mean... What's going on here? Sayori fumbles with words. So let's just say that one day Yuri asked me to walk home with you. Huh? What will you do? What kind of question is that? You're kind of putting me on the spot here. She's getting embarrassed. Or what? Oh, ho, ho. That is a painful choice. That is a painful kind of decision. Oh dear. I would walk home with Yuri, or I would still walk home with Sayori. Oh dear. Should I do? What should I do? What should I do? What should I do? What should I actually do? I think I would still walk home with Sayori. I mean, what do you expect? I mean, it's normal to actually walk home with her. Childhood friends, stick together. You really think I would ditch you for Yuri? Yeah. But She's so beautiful and smart. Jeez. I already see her in the club every day. Besides, you always seem to really like going home together. I would have just ruined that for you. You're so silly, Kazuya. You think about me too much sometimes. Yuri would deserve it if she wanted it. So, Sayori, I've already made up my mind. We'll stick with Sayori, definitely. I already can't figure you out sometimes. Sorry. Besides, what's the point in speculating something that's never going to happen? Conversation trails off. It's kind of weird it's kind of a weird thing for Sayori to care so much about. But I want to respect her and keep her happy too. Then again, the festival's only a few days away. Who knows what will happen at that time? So we're gonna make poems again. I think should we actually focus on just one character? But we're finding the best girl, so who should I actually find? So, no, I think I'll go paint. Whoa, okay. Wait. Yeah, I think I'll stick with Yuri. So, incongruent. Graveyard. Disown. Essence. What? Fantasy? Should I add a bit of Natsuki as well? Yes, I want to read her poems too, so we'll do clumsy. No. So lipstick. Games. Horror. Lollipop. Contamination. So we'll do like Yuri Natsuki. So just now was what? Yuri. So we'll do We'll do Crimson. We'll do Parfait. We'll do After Image. We'll do Doki Doki. We'll do Unrestrained. We'll do Swimsuit. What? That is an awful kind of poem. Oh my goodness. Aw, man. I'm the last one here again. Don't worry, I just walked into. Were you practicing piano again? Yeah. You must have a lot of determination. Starting this club and not picking up piano. Well, maybe not determination, but I guess passion. Remember that the club wouldn't be here if it wasn't for all of you. And I'm super happy that you're all willing to help out for the festival too. I can't wait for the festival. It's gonna be great. Were you complaining about it just yesterday, Natsuki? Well, yeah. I'm not talking about our part of the festival. But it's a whole day of school where we get to play and eat all kinds of delicious food. It's not a bit like Sayori all of a sudden. Monica, do you usually have fried squid? Squid? That's a pretty specific thing to look forward to. Oh, come on. Are you saying that you don't like squid? You, of all people? I didn't say I don't like it. Besides, what do you mean by you of all people? Because it's right in your name. Monica. Oh dear. That's not how you say my name at all. Also, that joke makes no sense in translation. Huh? Nah, never mind. Let's just focus on our own event for now, okay? Fine, fine. Your reactions aren't as fun as Yuri's or Sayori's anyway. Excuse me? Where is Sayori anyway? Ah, shit. Did something happen to her? Oh, there you are. Sayori is sitting at a desk in a corner of the room, looking down at nothing. I walk over to her. Hey, Sayori. I wave my hand in front of her face. Eh? You're spacing out again. Sorry. Don't mind me. You can go talk to everyone else. Is everything alright? Of course. Why wouldn't it be? It just feels like you're a little off. Sorry for assuming things. You worry too much about me. I'm fine, see? Shows me a big smile. Don't let me distract you from having fun with everyone. Well, alright, if you say so. He glanced at Sayori before turning back toward everyone else. Everyone back at their usual activities. Maybe I should ask Monica if she noticed anything about Sayori recently. Spending a lot of time together. Kazuya, what's up? Hey, this might sound a little strange, but have you noticed anything up with Sayori lately? Anything up with her? In what way do you mean? You don't really do much, but she seems a bit downcast today. Oh, you think so? Can't say I've noticed anything about her. Monica peers across the room at Sayori, who is idly dragging a rubber eraser up and down her desk. Maybe there is something on her mind, but I'm surprised I'm not the one asking you, Kazuya. You certainly know her a lot better than I do. Yeah, but she's never really like this. She's always talked to me about things that bother her. But this time when I asked her, she was really dismissive. Sorry, I know it's not your problem. I just wanted to ask if you knew anything, so I'll drop it now. No. It's important to me too. I mean, I'm also friends with her. I also care about the well-being of my club members, you know? Maybe I'll try talking to her myself. Eh, are you sure about that? She seemed like she wanted to be left alone. Are you sure? I mean, she just had a hard time bringing up with a person of interest. Person of interest? What do you mean by that? I'm saying that maybe the thing on her mind is you, Kazuya. Me? How on earth would you come to that conclusion? Well, I probably shouldn't say too much, but Sayori talks about you more than anything else, you know? Eh? She really cares for me, doesn't she? She's been so much happier ever since you've joined the club. It's like an extra light was turned on inside of her. What? No way. Sayori is always like that. She's always been full of sunshine. It's not any different now than it always has been. So funny, Kazuya. Why? I would thought that maybe you've always seen her as so cheerful. Because that's just how she is when she's around you. Oh dear. I said too much. I'm sorry. What do I know anyway? I didn't mean to jump to conclusions, so you should just forget about what I said. I'll try to talk to her, so try not to think about it for now. Alright. I don't like where this is going. This isn't This is actually looking pretty odd. I know she said to forget about it, but I already know that I won't be able to get her words out of my head. Monica stands up from her desk and walks across the room to where Sayori is sitting. I watch her kneel down next to Sayori and gently talk to her. But she's keeping her voice so quiet that I can hear her from here. I sigh and sit myself down. I know Sayori told me not to worry about her, to have fun with everyone else, but that's impossible to do when she's behaving like this. Exactly how much do I care about her, and that I'm letting this weigh me down so much? Now it feels like I'm the one behaving out of the ordinary. But there's nothing I can do besides wait for Monica. Why does it feel like I'm being watched? Whoa, what? Okay, I glance around the room. Suddenly I notice Yuri peering at me from over her book. But she looks away just as quickly with a flustered look on her face. I realize that she won't get anywhere like this. I've never really seen Yuri approach someone or start a conversation in her own accord, so I have no choice but to approach her myself. By now, it's a little easier for me to do that. Stand up from my desk and sit in one next to her own. Okay. I didn't mean to bother you or anything. Relax, you didn't even do anything. But I could tell that you wanted to be alone with your thoughts. Alone with my thoughts? How were you even able to tell that I was thinking like that? Well, it's something that I do a lot, so it wasn't hard for me to spot based on your posture and expression. Not that I was staring or anything. I didn't do anything creepy like that. In any case, I guess you were right. Sorry if I caused you any concern. Don't apologize. Your troubles are the only concern of those who willingly share in that concern. Certainly those who find the most comfort in keeping to themselves. But if you prefer to share what's on your mind, then I would be glad to listen. No, it's not really that big of a deal. I was just being a bit uneasy about Sayori. This is actually getting a bit of a cloudy kind of topic. At first you can rays of sunshine, some sort of cloudy atmosphere. Sayori, yeah, she seems a little locked in. I asked her about it. She didn't want to admit it to me, so I can't help but wonder if something happened to her. Oh, that's quite romantic. Sorry, I didn't mean to say something stupid. It's not that, I just didn't want you to misunderstand. Sayori and I have just been friends for a long time, that's all. I see. Perhaps it is unusual for her to be dismissive. Giving me a lot of feelings, and saying too much. Kazuya, the world is full of meaning, often hidden deep in silence. And there are many uncertainties behind every person. Always. Hello. Lads, can you hear me? Hold on, yeah, lads. Alright. So So in our case, there has to be some sort of meaning behind Sayori's downcasted behavior today. I think that Sayori is a very complex person. Her mannerisms on the outside don't always match what may be going on inside her head, and she may not always know what she wants. I notice her strange behavior today too, and I also feel some concern for her. But in your case, it looks like she was fully occupying your thoughts, wasn't she? Well, I guess that was the case. Sayori, she really means a lot to you, doesn't she? I guess, excuse me, but you don't need it to put it that way. You're just good friends, that's all. Yuri suddenly looks deeply into my eyes. Her expression is gentle and curious, as if she was searching for. I clicked by accident, as if she was searching for something. Embarrassed, I avert my gaze. Sometimes, a person's mysteries are untold even to themselves. And you, as someone honest and caring, may uncover feelings you weren't aware were in you. That is, I think that she would be a very fortunate person to have you feel that way about her. Is she trying to push herself away so that I could go back to Sayori? Damn, man. Yuri, you're giving me too much credit. I'm a pretty simple guy, so I think I'm pretty good at understanding my own feelings. I'm not nearly as sophisticated as you. Nah, that's not a compliment, is it? It is what it is. Anyway, as long as we're here, why don't we do some reading? Well, as long as you're okay with it. Yeah. I should be taking my mind off this whole thing anyway. Okay, everyone. Monica calls out to the club room. Why don't we share our poems now? Everything is back to normal. Everyone goes to retrieve their poems, and I do the same. I make eye contact with Monica, and she smiles at me. I wonder what she was talking about with Sayori. Okay. Should I still bother her to exchange my poems? Or should I just keep at it with Yuri? I mean, since I've already infused my poems with Yuri and Natsuki, so I think it's a bit odd to actually put Sayori in there as well. Yeah, you know what? I'll just go with it. It's nice, I guess. Come on, I can already tell you don't like it. Well, you don't need to worry about what I think. Why does he feel that way? After all, you wrote this for someone else, didn't you? Probably Yuri. Hey, no. Damn it. I didn't write this for anyone specifically. Maybe. That's not really what I meant though. But it's okay. You're making new friends just like I was hoping. Why do you have to feel so sad about this? I'm giving you a chance to read my poem. I infused it with your words as well. That makes me really happy. And you're happy too, right? In this club? Well, of course I am. Good. That's all that matters to me. Thank you, Kazuya. Oh dear, what is going on? Sayori? Is there something wrong? Huh? No, nothing. I'm just a little tired today. Alright. Just tell me if you need anything. I will. Don't worry about me, okay? You can go play with everyone else now. if you insist. I don't like where this is going. Yay! I'm gonna go home a little bit early today. Sayori, tell Monica I wasn't feeling well, okay? I'll see you tomorrow. Eh? What's going on? Okay, I think we'll go straight to Natsuki, I guess. Yeah, no thanks. You didn't even... Next. Okay. Well, I'm dead. Yuri. We'll just go straight to Yuri. Kazuya. Your writing has only improved in these last few days. Every poem you've shown me has been nothing short of spectacular. Well, I guess I'm just impressing her all the time now, so okay. I can really feel the emotions. I'm a little envious even. I don't think it ever came to me this naturally. Yuri, that's the wrong way to put it. This never did come naturally to me. But I've been able to improve so much thanks to you. You're really the example I was chasing after. Is that so? Yuri gently smiles to herself. This feeling. I'm so glad I got the chance to share my writing. I never thought it would feel like this. I remember you mentioning that yesterday. I can't believe that you're so good at something and you've never even shared it with anyone. It's kind of a shame. Maybe, but it's not like I really had a choice. What do you mean? Well, Yuri smiles sadly. Oh dear. Kazuya, during lunchtime I eat by myself. Did you know that? It's a great time to find a quiet spot and do some reading. In fact, I always have some books with me. You could say I really enjoy reading. Well, that's one way to put it anyway. But books are so full of amazing and inspiring people. People you want to fall in love with. Or people you just know would make a really good friend. Cheerful people who always put a smile on your face. Or deep thinkers and problem solvers who discover the mysteries of life. So when you look at it that way, I'm surrounded by friends every day. You know? And those friends don't laugh at me. They don't tease me for spacing out all the time. They don't make fun of my body type. What? And they don't hate me for acting like a know-it-all. People say that about you? Oh dear, that's sad. I'm not a know-it-all, Kazuya. It's the opposite. I don't know anything. I don't know how to talk to people. Well, that is so relatable. Oh boy. I don't know how to make people see me as normal. I don't even know how to make myself happy. I have all these feelings, and all I can do with them is read and write. But it wasn't until now that I started sharing it with you that I really understood what was missing all this time. But I haven't really done anything. No, that's wrong. Just being patient and respectful. That's really important to me. I know I'm a difficult person, Kazuya. I speak too slowly. I second guess myself all the time. I read too deeply into things. But every time, you've always treated me just like anyone else. It's so rare that I feel comfortable with myself when I talk to others. But that's why every time I talk to you, I just feel really happy. I see. Well, I treat you how you deserve to be treated, Yuri. And if other people don't see it that way, then screw them. I mean, I joined this club hoping I would make friends. And I would say that I've had at least one success. 1 success. Okay, I hope so. Wouldn't you? If you put it that way, yeah. Really are friends now, aren't we? That is a flustered face right there. Yuri puts her head in her hands, but this time she's smiling as she does it. Do you want to show me your poem? Yeah, I do. This is romantic. Wow. Let me get it for you. Okay, let's go. So, hold on, let me take a sip. Alright, so let's move on with this. So, Ghost Under the Light, Part 2. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. In the distance, a blue-green light flickers. A lone figure crosses its path. A silhouette obstructing the eerie glow. My heart pounds. The silhouette grows. Closer, closer. I open my umbrella, casting a shadow to shield me from visibility. But I am too late. He steps into the streetlight. I gasped and drop my umbrella. The light flickers. My heart pounds. He raises his arm. Time stops. The only indication of movement is the amber light flickering against his outstretched arm. The flickering light is in rhythm with the pounding of my heart, teasing me for succumbing, to this forbidden emotion. Have you ever heard of a ghost feeling warmth before? Giving up on understanding, I laugh. Understanding is overrated. I touch his hand. The flickering stops. Ghosts are blue-green. My heart is amber. Wow. Instead of taking it from me, she looks away. Do you dislike it? She looks like she's happy reading this poem for me. Ah, no, of course not. I just don't really know how I should respond. Despite Yuri's poems usually being cryptic, it wasn't hard to figure out what this one was about. Yeah, this is pretty obvious, actually. I don't know if I'll be able to explain this one. That's fine. I understand this one. Yuri is having an even harder time speaking than usual. Does this one mean a lot to you? Yuri nods. I'm not really good with words, but I'm happy that you shared it with me. So, thank you. And I hope you keep spending time together. Her embarrass just turns into a small smirk like this. That is so cute, really. What was that again? At my inability to make eye contact, I see a faint smile emerge on Yuri's lips. I once again try to hand the poem back to her, but instead Yuri gently takes my hands and pushes them back towards me. I hesitate in response to her warm touch. You can... The poem is... Once again, Yuri fails to form a complete sentence. You mean I can keep it? I'd love to. Again, Yuri faintly smiles as if she doesn't want me to notice. You always make me feel nice. Oh, baby. I know I'm not good with people, but I hope that I can return the favor sometimes. Yeah. Don't worry. I think you do a good job. Yuri finally turns back towards me. I guess we should move on before Monica says something. But I'm sure we can talk again later. Yeah. I'm sure we will. With that, Yuri timidly smiles at me and I return to my seat so I can put her poem away. And lastly, we have the club president, Monica. Hi, Kazuya. That sound though. Have you thought about what you want to submit to perform at the festival? Well, being in this club is one thing, but performing in front of a bunch of people would literally make me piss on in my freaking pants. I'll have to give it some more thought. Okay, no pressure. But whatever you do, I'm sure it'll turn out great. It will also make me happy to see. Anyway, let's take a look at today's poem. Sure. What's going on with my mouse? My mouth is acting odd. I let Monica take the poem I'm holding in my hands. Your style's gotten so refined, Kazuya. Yuri's been teaching you a lot of things, hasn't she? Well, I guess so. Yeah, I've been noticing how much time you spend with her. I think I've heard her say more words these past couple days than she's talked in the whole year. Not sure how you did it, but that's pretty impressive. Well, she just needs some patience and a way to talk about her things in her head, I guess. I'm still getting a hang of it myself. You're certainly putting in a lot of effort. You must really like her. Eh? That's... It's awfully suspicious, you know. Spending time with her in the club room every day, reading that edgy novel with her. Well, I just feel bad when she has a hard time socializing. It makes me want to make sure she doesn't spend all her time alone. Besides, the novel isn't too bad either, you know. Alright. I get you. Just be careful, alright? I know that Yuri isn't used to opening herself up. So if something bad happens while she's vulnerable, then it could be really hard for her. Her books aren't a total escape from reality. They're just a bandage. Why is he saying that to Yuri as if she has a scar in her body, or mental scars? You say that like I'm going to hurt her. Sorry, I didn't really mean that. If anything, she might accidentally hurt herself. Anyway, I'll share my poem with you now, alright? Alright. The lady who knows everything. An old tale tells the lady who wanders earth, the lady who knows everything, the beautiful lady who has found every answer, all meaning, all purpose, and all that was ever sought. And here I am, a feather, lost adrift the sky, a victim of currents of the wind. Day after day, I search with little hope, knowing legends don't exist. But when all else has failed me, when all others have turned away, the legend is all that remains. The last dim star glimmering in the twilight sky. One day, the wind ceases to blow. I fall and I fall and fall and fall even more. Gentle as a feather, a dry quill, expressionless. But a hand catches me between the thumb and forefinger. The hand of a beautiful lady. I look at her eyes and find no end to her gaze. The lady who knows everything knows what I am thinking. Before I can speak, she responds in a hollow voice. I have found every answer, all of which amount to nothing. There is no meaning, there is no purpose, and we seek only the impossible. And I am not your legend. Your legend does not exist. And with a breath, she blows me back afloat, and I pick up a gust of wind. Wow. I am not your legend does not exist. With a breath, she blows me back afloat, and I pick up a gust of wind. You know, I feel like learning and looking for answers are sort of things that give life meaning. When has Monica ever been this philosophical? Like, whoa, okay. Not to get too philosophical or anything, but it was kind of on my mind, so that was what I wrote about. I see. I never really put much thought into it. In a way, it's almost paradoxical. Because if we had all the answers, wouldn't the world start to lose its meaning? You know, there's only one thing I noticed. It seems like everyone in the club prefers writing about things that are more sad than happy. Are you surprised? I mean, if everything was okay, we wouldn't really have anything to write about, would we? Humans aren't two-dimensional creatures. I think you know that better than anyone. I mean, one-dimensional. Ah, yeah, that. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Are you ever too shy to share writing because you're afraid it's not that good? It can be really disheartening to get a lukewarm response to something you put so much into. But if you find other people who enjoy writing, then sharing becomes a lot easier. Because instead of just telling that that your writing is good or okay or bad, they'll want to focus more on everything that went into it and the things that you can work on. It's much more encouraging that way, and it'll make you want to continue improving. It's almost like having your own little literature club, don't you think? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Okay, you three, we're all done sharing poems. Why don't we start figuring out... Hold on a second. Is it just me, or did you say something strange just now? Yeah, it's you three. Eh? Something that sounded a bit unusual. That's right. Usual catchphrase when addressing the club. Catchphrase? I don't have a catchphrase. Jeez. Why is the mood so weird today? Yeah, because you rejected reading my poem, so why? What's going on? Look, even Yuri isn't immune to it. Stagnating air is common foreshadowing that something terrible is about to happen. In your books, maybe. Look, the only thing different is that Sayuri isn't here. Oh. Seems you're right. Sayuri always helps lighten the mood a little bit, doesn't she? It almost like everyone's balance is thrown off a little when she's not around. She's like the mood maker in this club. Where the heck did she run off to anyway? I thought she just went to pee. Natsuki, please show some decency. Oh, come on. She actually wasn't feeling too well and went home early. Is that so? I hope she's alright. Seriously, of all the times to not go home with her, they pick the time she's not feeling well? So much for you two being all lovey-dovey. No. First of all, stop misunderstanding my friendship with Sayori.
And second, she's kind of been avoiding me today, so I didn't want to force it. Oh, that curious expression coming from Yuri of all people? Oh dear. Okay lads, it is getting a bit awkward here. Calm down guys. I talked to her earlier and everything is fine. What did she say? Anyway, we need to figure out the rest of the festival preparations, so let's decide what everyone will be doing this weekend. I already know what I'm doing. That's right, Natsuki will be making cupcakes. Yay! But you might need a lot of them and different flavors. Can you handle that all by yourself, Natsuki? Challenge accepted. And as for myself, I'm going to printing it and assembling all the poetry pamphlets. Saya will be helping me design them. And as for Yuri, Yuri, you can what? Guys, you help me come up with something for Yuri. I'm useless. Ouch! That's painful. No, that's not it at all. You're the most talented person here, you know. Natsuki's pouting too. Even I can tell now. I never think. I never gave Sayori enough credit, but I can tell things are even harder on you when she's not around. That may be the case. But if I can also be a leader on my own, then I won't grow as a person. So Yuri, a beautiful handwriting, you know. So you should make some banners and decorations to help set the atmosphere. Atmosphere? About that, I love atmosphere. That's focus and starts nodding to herself. Her mind is already racing, I see. That's great. You will be a wonderful help, Yuri. But anyway, that just leaves you, Kazuya. The one who is truly useless. Don't say that. In fact, both Natsuki and Yuri have pretty heavy tasks to handle. It will probably go a long way to give one of them a hand. You can always help me out as well. I would be really appreciative of that. That's... Is Monica suggesting I spend the weekend with one of my club members? How on earth are they going to respond to a suggestion like that? I suppose I wouldn't mind a bit of help. Well, if you don't know how to bake, then always some dirty work, I will give it to you. It's not like Monica is going to give me a choice, but then you shouldn't be sitting on your butt anyway. Natsuki tries to mumble a bunch of excuses like that. If I recall, Natsuki, you mentioned that you would like to help handle the baking on your own. Kazuya may not like to be around you if you only make him out to be a nuisance. So therefore, he may be more suited to assisting with the decorations. Did you just roast her like that? Oh my goodness, Yuri, calm down. Hold on, I never said that. How hard it could be to make a few decorations anyway. Sounds more like you're just making excuses for Kazuya too. What are you saying? It will be extremely meticulous work. And baking isn't? Just what do you think? Guys. Damn, man. Okay. Let's settle down for a moment. Okay, in the end, I think it's up to Kazuya to decide how he'd like to contribute. Besides, he hasn't really gotten a chance to spend any time with me yet, you know? So I'm sure he's interested in... Why are you being so daring, Monica, in the middle of this kind of seriousness? Oh dear. I'm surprised as well. Sorry. I was just saying though. Jeez. Can we just settle this already? Yeah. Kazuya, you're okay with this, right? In the end, it's up to you. Yeah. Of course. Very well. In that case. Natsuki, Yuri, Monika, or Sayori. So who the hell should I actually be helping? Natsuki, Yuri, Monika, Sayori. Come on, 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 come on. Okay, so how about we'll just... Well, I think I'll just stick with Yuri. Well, I'd probably be the most useful helping out Yuri. Me? Are you serious? Why would you? Natsuki? Did I already tell you about to say something mean? No, I was just saying. So you'll be helping Yuri then, Kazuya? Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm glad. I have a bad habit of overthinking these sorts of things, so I think your assistance will be very useful. That's great to hear. Will you be able to handle baking yourself? I mean, yeah. I already said it would be fine. Okay, okay. Everyone can tell that Natsuki is feeling a little sour. You want me to bake cake with you so badly? Okay. So is that everything we needed to go over? Yeah, that should be about it. Are you guys excited? Well, excited may not be the right word, but I suppose I'm looking forward to it a little bit. Do you feel the same way, Kazuya? Me? I guess you could say I'm interested to see how it'll turn out. That's good enough for me. What about you, Natsuki? Natsuki? Why? Why is everyone yelling at me? I didn't even do anything. No, that's not what I meant at all. Well, because the mood has just been overthrown because Sayori isn't around. I'm sorry for this. I didn't really know why Kazuya picked me. And also, your cupcakes are the best cupcakes I ever had. They go really well with my tea. And nothing that I do for the event will compare to that, so I get it. Kinda surprised though. Why? I'm the one acting immature. I already know that. You're trying to cheer me up all of a sudden. I know I'm not very good at it. I'm sorry if I said something bad. Natsuki isn't the only one surprised. Monika and I are also taken aback by Yuri's words. When she already has trouble with words, trying to cheer someone up must be far out of her own comfort zone. But I begin to understand. Yuri was trying to sound like Sayori. Even if it didn't work perfectly, I can tell that she tried to say something Sayori would say at this time like this. Sayori always helps everyone smile and feel good about themselves. No, I can appreciate it. I'm sorry for making a big deal about nothing. But I'm going to say this. You better bet that my cupcakes are going to be best part of the whole event. Oh, definitely, yeah. I believe you. Yeah. Hope to see everyone do their best. But with that, there's nothing more for today. So I guess it's time for us to head out. Alright, let's get out of there then. Everyone packs up their things. I start to follow Monika and Natsuki out of the door as they chat between each other. Okay. I turn around. Sorry. I realized that I don't have any way of contacting you this weekend. Oh, you're right. We're gonna have a date with Yuri. We're gonna have a date with Yuri. Yay. Should I give you my phone number? I think that would be the best way, yes. Alright then. Yuri and I exchanged phone numbers. Okay. Then I'll be stopping you by your house on Sunday. Eh? My house? Is that a problem? No, not at all. I just thought that I would be the one going to your house since I'm the one helping you. I suppose that makes sense. But if you don't mind, I think I would prefer going to your house. Alright. In that case, it won't be a problem. I decided not to press Yuri for a reason. It's not like it should matter much either way, so I'll just need to make sure my room is clean. I'm bringing a girl inside my house. Yeah. I hope I managed to make myself useful in some way. I'm not nearly as creative as you are. Don't underestimate yourself, Kazuya. I think that will make a very productive team. Even if you only chose me because you felt bad or something. Whoa, wait. You don't actually think that, do you? I don't know. It's difficult to come up with any other reason you may have chosen me. You're forgetting the one reason with the most common sense. I chose to help you because that's what I want to do. But Yuri thinks to herself with an extremely tense expression. Yuri, you're overthinking this. You wanted me to point out when you're overthinking, right? Eh? I didn't realize. I'm telling you, I want to. That's all there is to it. Do you believe me? Yuri thinks really hard again. She looked straight into my eyes for a long while. I believe you. And relaxes her expression. And I'm really looking forward to Sunday. Yeah. I am too. Make my way out of the door and Yuri follows. Oh boy. So the next part is we're gonna spend some time with Yuri. Yay. Yuri is going to be coming to my house on Sunday. My anxiety shoots through the roof, even though I've gotten pretty used to handling her at this point. There's no telling what might be happening when we're outside of school. Well, than that, she told me that she was looking forward to it. Is it a chance I have to make something happen between us? Or is it too early for that? Only time will tell. Until then, I won't be able to take my mind off it. I seriously can't wait. Alright guys, I think I will end it here. So in case anything happens, I'll just save it here on a new slide. Alright, so we're done. We're done for the current stream for today. So let's just go here. Oops, gotta take that out, sorry. So okay, thanks for keeping me, staying with me for this stream. And so thanks for coming to my stream today. So okay, I think as of now, maybe like next week or something. In the next week. Okay. Before anything, just let me give you guys a friendly reminder that all of it, that just for you guys to actually stay safe as the cases are suddenly getting spiked up here in Malaysia. Sorry already a lot of cases, and we are in a pretty difficult period where we need to be very concerned about it. We need to have a lot of concern about our own safety. So please keep yourself clean, keep yourself safe from any kind of germs or any dirty things. It's kind of hard to actually motivate ourselves to do this kind of to get through this, especially when we're actually in the middle of something, in the middle of things that we aren't able to reach people physically. But I'm sure that we'll try and pull this off and get through this together. So lads, thank you for watching. Please leave a like and share it with your friends and family, and subscribe to my channel for my road to 1,000 subs. I'm going to get 1,000 subs because I want to make sure monetization is finally turned on, so that it will help make a lot better content for you guys. So that is all for me. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.